100 naira ko. Desmond ko.
About recent news updates in Lagos State and also across the Federation. I am Olajide Taufik Olamide.
Hi, I'm Adeni Adiola. Welcome to Lagos this morning.
All right, let's take a look at the main headlines for the day. Why Inec cannot be trusted again. Nigerians. PDP, Labour Party, others mall alliance against Sanwo-Olu in Lagos State. Appeal Court grants Atiku Obi's request to check Inec's presidential electoral materials. Reason why I want presidential election to be cancelled, that is coming from the PDP presidential candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. We will go extra mile for Peter Obi to reclaim his mandate, Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Real reason why I cut off roads to Natasha Akpoti's constituency, Yahaya Bello, the governor of Kogi State. And the last one, how Labour Party tsunami downed Banky W. Let's take a look at the news in details.
Why INEC cannot be trusted again, Nigerians? There has been an outpouring of emotions by Nigerians following the frustrations and pains they went through when they went to the polls last Saturday for the presidential and National Assembly elections. They spoke on the lessons that were learned during the exercise and whether they would continue to trust the INEC under Professor Mahmood Yakubu to conduct a free and fair election in the country. INEC cannot be trusted. It has shown that it is not a credible entity under the leadership of Professor Mahmood Yakubu. And the result we had was a charade. What Mahmood has done should not just be reversed, but it should also be punished for trying to set Nigeria on fire through the unwholesome behavior he put up, contrary to what he himself said was the interpretation of the Electoral Act 2022.
Yeah, Nigerians are really finding it hard now to trust INEC because you see, when you breach someone's trust at first, it is very hard. If someone's trust is just like a paper, no matter if once you fold the paper now, no matter how you straighten it back, it will never be like the normal one. So the fact that INEC came out, they assured and reassured Nigerians that there would be real-time uploading of results on the election day for the presidential election. How do you now expect the people that were being betrayed for the presidential election to trust the same INEC to be able to oversee the governorship election? So Nigerians don't really have trust in INEC anymore, and Labour Party have really, you know, I think they obtained a court injunction that mandates INEC to make use of the BVAS and the IREV for the governorship election. So they are in court now, and they've actually made these things. So they are trying to nail INEC now. It is, I think now, it is beyond just giving your words to the people like, okay, I would ensure that we obey the Electoral Act. Now, they will now nail them, whereby they will have no choice than to upload the results in real time on the by March 11 on the governorship election day. I think we have the video where the INEC chairman was reassuring Nigerians that he would make use of the IREV and the BVAS. Let's have it.
That was what I promised us then.
To respond to a story emanating from a section of the media that the Commission has decided to jettison the uploading of polling unit level results in real time on election day. It should please be disregarded as fake news. The Commission will upload polling unit level results, and citizens will have access to those results in real time as we upload to the polling units. This innovation was introduced by the Commission. The Commission cannot turn around and undermine itself. So this technology has come to stay. We'll upload polling unit level results from the polling unit. Citizens will have the right to view these results. After all, who are we serving? The citizens. How can we deprive citizens from access to the results of the process conducted by them at the level of polling units? So I welcome you to the commission. I want to assure you and reassure you that the 2023 general election is going to be our best ever elections. We are committed, and that the votes cast by Nigerians will determine the outcome of elections. Nothing more, nothing.
All right, so we've seen the video where Inec chairman assured Nigerians, but we also saw what happened during the presidential election. He didn't keep to his word. Until now, we are yet to get 100% results of the presidential results, 100% upload of the presidential result online as well. So do you think Nigerians can actually trust Inec again?
They won't trust Inec again because it was because of what he said the first time. That was why most Nigerians came out to vote. Because they believe the beavers will work. Because it's actually worked in some states during the
governorship election
in places like
Osun
State and Ekiti State. So for it not to have worked during the presidential election, they have really lost like trust
in the masses.
In the Inec itself, they have really lost their trust. What if this should happen again during the governorship election? So
okay. So if you're watching us now, you can smash the like button, hit the like button to do well for the channel, and also drop your comments. What do you feel about the Inec? Do you still have trust in the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, for the forthcoming March 11 governorship election? Let's have your comment. All right, let's take a look at the next one.
Okay. The next one we have here, PDP LP order small alliance against Sanwo-Olu in Lagos State. Ahead of the March 11 gubernatorial polls, the PDP Labour Party and some opposition political parties are currently in negotiation for an alliance aimed at defeating the All Progressive Congress in Lagos State. The senatorial candidates of the PDP Lagos West Senatorial District, Segun Adewale, popularly called Aeroland, and Dr. Femi Ferguson, President, Indigo United Association Lagos Chapter, disclosed this on Friday at a media briefing held at Ikeja, Lagos State, over alleged manipulation and stolen mandates of PDP, LP, and other candidates. Meanwhile, Aeroland has accused the Inec of manipulation of the Lagos West senatorial polls, which it won by a wild margin, and demanded the release of certificates of return to the authentic winner.
Yeah, I think Labour Party and PDP, they are not okay with the way the presidential election ended. Most of the parties are not really okay with it. And even an average Nigerian, you will notice that there is neither protest nor celebration outside. Even the atmosphere of the country now, we wouldn't say it's a joyous one, and we wouldn't say it's a sad one. Everyone just reverted back to their normal daily activities. So for the election that just concluded presidential election, the people are not really happy with it, and the Labour Party and PDP now, I think they are in court now, but some states have retracted their lawsuit against APC. I don't know what happened along the line, but some of them have withdrawn their case. They are not going to court anymore. But the Labour Party is still insisting that it would proceed to the courts and ensure that his stolen mandate would be regained back. So that's just it.
Okay. Sorry. The next one, appeal court grants Atiku Obi's request to check INEC's presidential electoral materials. Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, who were presidential candidates for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and Labour Party in the 25th February presidential poll, have been granted permission by the Court of Appeal in Abuja to inspect electoral materials used in the election. The two candidates lost Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate for the All Progressive Congress, who won with 8.8 million votes. Atiku and Obi have filed separate ex parte applications to challenge the election outcome and have requested access to sensitive materials used by the INEC during the election.
Yeah.
Do you think the INEC we have, they will give them the full, is it let me say the
full access? The
full access to all the materials.
Of course, that's what they must do.
Because they're already deleting things on Twitter already. So imagine now for the materials, with the will the INEC be truthful enough to give them the full access to all the materials?
Yeah, they have to. Even if they are not truthful enough, I think Labour Party and PDP would ask. They would ask them, and once they ask them, they must be able to provide the electoral materials for them. Let's just take a look at the website that was being used that day. I think Civic Hive or something that was being used. I think they would give them access to the site, to the server as well, because anything they do on the server, anything they alter in the server, it is not that easy to erase electronic footprints. If they have a very good tech guy, either in Labour Party or PDP, they will surely be able to retrace the tracks where things were actually changed. They will know if the server was being shut down on that election day, and they would be able to, counter INEC from their own perspective as well.
Okay, let's check if we have some comments here. Okay, no, okay. Remi Chinedu, I don't know what he just put there.
All right, if you're watching, you can drop your comment. We've talked about INEC. Nigerians are saying that they don't trust the INEC anymore for the governorship election. What do you feel about that? Let's have your comment. Are you still investing your trust and hope in INEC? Or if you don't trust INEC as well, what other means do you think Nigerians, the normal Nigerian in the streets, can what other measures do you think we can explore to hold INEC accountable for the governorship election? Let's have your comments and your contributions.
Okay. Reasons why I want presidential election cancelled. Atiku. The People's Democratic Party PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has said the president-elect Bola Tinubu's campaign team admitted they rigged last Saturday's presidential election. Atiku said he was seeking the cancellation of Saturday's presidential election because Tinubu's campaign team admitted that the poll was rigged. He noted that Tinubu's presidential campaign team's admittance that there was rigging in the southeast was evidence that the election witnessed irregularities. The PDP flag bearer stated this in a statement by his spokesman, Frank Shaibu. He lamented that Tinubu's campaign team had continued to attack and mock Nigerians despite stealing their mandates. Atiku was stressed that Tinubu's loss in Lagos State was an indication that Nigerians did not want him.
Well,
even the man himself said
he said that majority of
it's not about talking against a candidate or the president-elect or anything. There are evidences online. There is a video where he said he knows that most Nigerians did not vote for him.
Yes.
Which is actually the truth. If we actually, because for you not to have like one Lagos State, it says a lot.
Yeah.
And also Abuja,
Yes.
it says a lot. So,
well, the article coming out to say that the election was, maybe rigged in some way, and that I think it would need to. It shouldn't just come out with an allegation. It should be able to bring out evidence as well. That due to this fact, this is the document I have with me. This polling unit does not align with this one that we have, or the server, or there was something. It should be able to come up with an evidence, not just pointing fingers of accusation. Not just pointing fingers. So you should be able to come up with evidence. You don't just say that this election was rigged against you without having an evidence. I think that would be injurious even to your personality as well. Because by the time you get to a court, then ABC proves that they didn't rig the election. What we now do? Then that means you need to pay for damages, because that would be the defamation of character as well to the entire APC. So you need to pay them.
okay. We have some comments here. Saria Anthony said, obedience in Lagos State, this is the time to end Tinubu and his boys. Time to end Tinubu boys in Lagos State because they can't keep destroying people's business. Any Igbo man or woman in Lagos State who will vote APC should not cry when Tinubu boys start destroying your business. King Joe said, good morning to both of you. To be honest, I and my family would not trust the INEC anymore. I brought out my strength going out to vote with all my family, yet our vote did not count.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about now. Just like he said now, that he does not trust the INEC anymore. So what measures can the average Nigerian or the leadership of the other parties, what measures can they do, can they take to ensure that INEC does not repeat the same thing they did during the presidential election, that they don't repeat it during the governorship election? Labour Party has secured an injunction that states that INEC must obey the Electoral Act. But we realize that so far so good, even our executive, they are not even obeying the judiciary. The Supreme Court made a ruling that the old naira note should still be in existence, it should still be a legal tender. The executive said no, that we should only have the 200 naira. So it is just contradictory. There is no form of unity among the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. So it's just something else. It's just like something else entirely. So what do you think can be done as well? And also for the Igbos in Lagos State and the voting, between GRV and Sanwo-Olu as well. Well, do you think GRV of Labour Party will really be able to defeat Sanwo-Olu?
I don't think so.
Why?
Because most people that voted for Peter Obi, I don't think they are going to probably come out to vote during this probably during this governorship election, because they've kind of lost trust in the INEC. And most Yorubas, like you said, they would want to vote for Sanwo-Olu. Since Tinubu is already the president-elect, they'll be like, since this man is already the president-elect, let's go vote someone that we have known for some years already, which is Sanwo-Olu. And
what I observed so far so good is that some people are voting against Sanwo-Olu, not because Sanwo-Olu didn't perform, but majorly because of the EndSARS, because of the Lekki issue and the likes.
He didn't come out to address. Okay, he addressed the public, but he didn't say what needs to be said, who ordered the shooting. He didn't say things. He didn't say the facts.
Yeah. So I think if some people are voting along that line, it would be an emotional kind of voting. And when it comes to voting, I think to some extent, we should first of all look at what the governor promised to do and how he has done it. What has he been able to achieve in the last 4 years? Before we now take a step further to say, okay, during the EndSARS protest, so things like this happened. Who ordered the shooting? Why did they come here? When did it happen? Who ordered the removal of the CCTV cameras? So there won't be any evidence. So all these things are actually interwoven, but I would advise anyone not to vote from the emotional perspective. Because many people came out to vote for Tinubu because mainly they will say he has the track record. He has been in leadership position for so many years now. He has been godfathers for so many politicians. He has raised many people. And some will tell you that when it comes to Atiku is, among all the candidates, is the one who has most experience when it comes to a presidential role, because he is the closest. He has been the number 2 citizen of Nigeria before. So either directly or indirectly, he has been in the forefront. So he would surely knows what it takes because he's close to the president. He was a former vice president under Olusegun Obasanjo. And considering that fact, he is ahead of both of them. And some people on the other hand too will tell you that Peter Obi, he did well in Anambra State. He didn't allow any form of corruption. He even lost his mandate at first, but he went to the court, then secured his mandate back after 3 years. Then he came in, he did a lot of things. So there is different perspective to these things. So I think when it comes to GRV, Gbadebo Roots Vival, and Sanwo-Olu, we should first of all look at what they can do, what they have done before we really emotionalize it.
Okay,
so that's what I just
think.
Comments
here. Rosemary said most Nigerians did not vote for him. How did they win the election? Inec chairman is the one that did the handwork for Tinubu. Free Praise said LP for governor and House Assembly. All true.
Oh, wow.
Flip. It has been a while.
Yeah.
So he said, as a Yoruba and African. Sarah Anthony said, my sister, do you think that Yorubas still love APC government in Lagos State? It is not about Igbos.
Well, what I know is that an average Nigerian is more tribal than Nigerian. Because I noticed something, no matter how you support, let's say I'm supporting a particular candidate, then someone else, maybe from the north, is supporting my candidate. You're supporting my candidate. If I see anything against a candidate that's from the north, the person might get angry. He might not want to support my candidate anymore from my tribe. You might feel like, how can you be talking against my candidate? I'm even supporting yours, and you are talking against a candidate from my place. I witnessed that in so many scenarios before this presidential election. That was why I concluded that everyone has this iota of tribalism in them, but your level of enlightenment have really suppressed it. But time will come whereby you get emotional and it just pops out all of a sudden.
All right, the next one. We will go extra mile for Obi to reclaim mandates. Ohaneze. Apex Igbo Sociocultural Group, Ohaneze Indigbo, has said it is willing to go extra mile to ensure Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, reclaim his mandate in court. Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress defeated Obi in the recently concluded presidential election held last Saturday. Following his defeat, the LP presidential candidate vowed to challenge Tinubu's victory at the election tribunal. Dr. Alex Ogbonia, National Policy Secretary of Ohaneze, said the group is willing to go the extra mile for Peter Obi in his bid to reclaim the mandate given to him by Nigerians in the February 25 election. According to Ogbonia, Nigerians from all over the country believed in the LP candidate's message that a new Nigeria was possible, which led to their overwhelming support for Obi candidacy.
Yeah, I think Nigerians, not even only Ohaneze Indigbo, Nigerians at large, so many people from different walks of life have been saying that this election was not free and fair. It is far from being free and fair. And there's something personally that I don't really, I don't accept from the Inec. For the Inec to come out to say that only 25 million people voted in this election and we had 94 million eligible voters. Even if we share the numbers into two, we'll be having about 47 million voters out there. So are you telling me that 25 million people voted? How many votes do we have? They should bring out the figures, like the breakdown of everything. All the old parties, A party, how many votes did they have? AAC, how many votes did they have? PDP, Labour Party, everyone. If we sum up all those votes together, then we add it to the void votes. We should be able to get the total number of voters that they are claiming that we have. If it does not tally, then that means the calculation is wrong. So I think right now Nigerians are even more aware, more politically inclined now. Even so Nigerians are more interested in politics now and our political leaders as well. So INEC should not just come up with a kind of number and figure. It says a lot about Nigeria. It even messes with your mind. You feel like, are these people really okay? Or they just wake up one day and say, okay, let's just say anything to Nigerians and just make them angry. You see, it's just something else. But regardless of that, I'll just beseech Nigerians that we should try as much as possible. Don't be defeated, don't be intimidated. INEC is, to some extent, the system is trying to frustrate Nigerians out of the equation, but we should not be defeated or intimidated. We should all come out by March 11 and vote for a candidate of our choice for the governorship elections. Let's have
We have
comment.
some comments here. Vincent Mogaji said, Atiku the closest thief. Pet Olu said, mention one good thing Nigeria did for you since your birth. Voila. Vincent said, I don't know why my comments are not going through. They're actually going through because I'm able to read them. First round charts. It's been a while. Can we all agree that it is better to choose our candidate through family meeting?
Family meeting as well. But family would surely be divided because there's no way we can't. Yoruba will say, we can't think alike.
Yeah.
Even at times you realize that your brother is not supporting the candidate that you are supporting because we have different ideologies. I think that's just it.
Okay. Sarah Anthony said, bros, are you saying that GRV is not a Yoruba person? I can tell you for free, everybody are facing the same problem in Lagos State. So this is the time to end Tinubu's boys.
Oh wow.
Isabel said, Ohaneze Indigbo, thank you, but this is a youth affair. We reclaim our money by the grace of God. Violence.
Problem.
Pet Olu said, my 4 kids get 1,000 euro monthly for child support in Germany.
Nigeria. Don't worry. By the time I become Nigeria president, all these things, they are simple. We will do it. By the time I become Nigeria president, don't worry, people will vote for me. That day will come.
Let's continue.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't worry. We'll pray to God.
Vincent said, yes, you can end Tinubu in Lagos, but you must be ready to lose your lives. That's true. Which is the truth.
Yeah.
Wonderby said, this is the time for youth LP to end the era of APC and the thugs, MC Olomo and co in Lagos State and Nigeria. Mark John said there is nothing like Atiku is more experienced. Leadership is all about sharing views and listening to the people to know what they want. Peter Obi is the only candidate that has clean records of all.
Wow.
Chibuike Nwachukwu said yes. I think is in support of
what he said. Yeah.
The next, should we
well, before we proceed to the next one, I think it's right there that leadership is not, they've really played, the ruling class have really played a kind of smart game on the youth for so many years back. They tell us we are the leaders of tomorrow. We are leaders of tomorrow. But we notice that even our fathers, that's how they once told them that they are the leaders. But today, we all know how the case is. And even the youth now are telling them that, no, we are not the leaders of tomorrow. We have to be the leaders of today, like right now. So leadership, when it comes to leadership, I think leadership truly is not about experience. It's about the will of the person to deliver, to serve the people. Even if you say, okay, you have 20 years, 50 years experience in leadership, yeah, it is fine. You have built people, you have done everything, you have the experience. But what is the end product of it? If the average masses cannot come out randomly and say, I have gained this thing personally from you, then I think the kind of experience you have amassed over the years is just an experience of selfishness to some extent. Because we notice that Nigerian politicians, they don't just raise people to be politicians as well. They are raising them to be their own structure. Once you raise this person, the person is indebted in you to bring more votes for you, or buy them, or coerce voters for you, or intimidate voters for you. So when we really look at leadership in the actual context, I think leadership is the ability to serve people, like the will, the passion from you inside to serve people openly and transparently. So I think that's just it. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay. The next one we have here is real reasons I cut off roads to Natasha Akpoti's constituency, Yaya Bello. The governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, has opened up on digging and cutting off the roads to certain communities in the state. Bello had engaged a construction firm to cut off the roads to frustrate elections in certain communities by preventing the officials of Inec, security agents, and other stakeholders from accessing the senatorial district during the Saturday presidential and National Assembly election. Operatives of the Kogi State Command of the Nigerian Police Force on Thursday intercepted workers of a Chinese construction firm, CCECC, allegedly engaged by Bello to cut off roads leading to Kogi Central Senatorial District. On the reasons he dug up the road, the governor added, "So, did I dig some entry and exit road? Yes, I did. I did that because as the chief security officer, I must take every step to protect the lives and properties of all at all times."
Well,
doing wrong things at the wrong time.
You see, Nigeria is just a country whereby anything goes and anything happens. There is this level of impunity whereby even, as a governor, a day to the election, you decide to cut off the road. Why? Do you cut off your head because you're having a headache? No. He said that, okay, as a chief security officer of the state, he's meant to protect the lives and safety of the people, the lives and property of the people. Now, if you want to protect the people, do you now cut off a road that you once built with the state funds? You should bring in the military personnel, since that is their duty, or the police officer should be deployed there to ensure there is safety of life and properties. Then you now decide to cut off a road because you want to protect people. I think it is just, it's just a flimsy excuse to cover up some kind of selfish interest why he really cut off the road. Because many people came out to say that he cut off the road maybe to frustrate the Inec officials that will be coming to that place, or to frustrate some of the voters as well. Everything is just like a well acted script. Because a day to election, how do you just cut off a road? That means you are doing, you are damaging your property to restrict someone else from getting into your place. I don't know if anyone is understanding what I'm saying. So by cutting that road now, they will spend more money to repair the road again. So what's the meaning of that? You see, in Nigeria now, we just elect people, based on is from my tribe, is my place, is in my political party or something. I think there should be a mental evaluation of all political aspirants, regardless of the post you are vying for. Even if it is local government chairman, they should evaluate your sense, and you should have a course on crisis management. In fact, they should have a PhD or master's in crisis management, because as a leader, the majority of the thing you'll be doing is managing crisis. Financial crisis, human resource crisis, and the likes.
Electricity crisis.
You would surely manage crisis every time. So now you have this crisis of insecurity. So because we are having insecurity challenges in Nigeria now, we should cut off all the main road. Is that what he's trying to say? I think it's just a flimsy excuse from him, and I don't even expect it from someone that people are looking up to as a leader, and even as a governor of a state.
We have some comments here. Okay, Charles Zoro said, "You will get my vote." Okay. Pet Olu said, "My sister, don't be surprised. I am telling you the truth. 1,000 euros for good 18 years. I'm 20-something and I've never received 1,000 naira from the government before." Okay, but they said they have been giving 5,000 naira every month to Nigerians to Nigeria youths. I don't know.
When was that? They didn't give anybody any money. That's just a cook-up story.
Okay, Wandabi said admin should block Vincent Mogaji.
So don't let us block anybody. I beg, admin, please.
We love everybody.
Don't let us love everybody all together.
Rosemary said, "My dear, I pray for you to become Nigeria president. May your prayers be answered in Jesus' name."
You can see I'm even having supporters already. Wow! Wow, that's good. That's good.
They play. But Olu said, "If you are jobless, you will get 500 euros and your rent will be paid." Olamide.
Any question?
Do you have passport?
Yeah, I have passport. I have passport.
We should leave Nigeria. Oh my God, your rent will be paid. Hey.
You're jobless and you still get paid. If you are jobless in Nigeria,
you sleep under the bridge.
You have a house rent under the bridge.
Under the bridge.
And you even pay. You pay to those boys.
Exactly, you pay to sleep under the bridge.
Of course, you pay to those boys.
Oh my God, Vincent said, Vondabi said at Vincent Mogaji, threat comment is not allowed here.
Yeah, okay.
First round chat, Bello is going to use 300 billion naira to repair the road, and then he will use it to campaign time that he built road.
Hi.
Flav said, "You talk well." Vincent Mogaji said, "No, my sister, it is not meant to be a threat." Okay. Pet Olu said, "Thank you. Not even one kobo will they give you. Evil politicians. They are very evil."
Hey.
Udeze Chima, you are welcome. Said, "We have bad politicians, but some Nigerians are even worse. When some people kept supporting evil, what do you take from that?"
Yeah.
Samuel Anthony said, "This election is not about Peter Obi. It is about the Nigerian youth. We, the citizens, we are still going to take Inec to court." Flav said, it is not free money. Don't mind. He has to use it to pay for his survival." Pet Olu. Yes, come to Germany. Please, my people, come. Yes, we are coming. Don't worry.
We're coming.
Flav said he has to find a job as soon as possible.
Yeah. But at least he has to find a job as soon as possible. But before he gets the job, he's being paid. Nigeria, yeah. So go to law. Even if you want to get the job, see, before you get that job, you need to pay some certain stipend to the person that will give you the link to the job. And some people even tell you that, okay, this job, before you get it, okay, if you get this job now, your first salary will be slashed into two. You will give me half or collect half.
There was time I was looking for a job. So I went to this place. They were like, I should go to that place that they give people job area. Like,
okay.
That time I was just like, let me just see any job and do. Receptionist, secretary, admin, and I was like, okay, ma, okay, I want to work. This is my CV. Like, you have to pay 5K. I'm like, the reason I'm looking for a job is because I'm broke.
Because you're broke.
So I'll pay 5K. She now said, once I've gotten the form, that after paying 5K, that I should be rest assured that I will get the job. But then once I get my first salary, I will slash it into 2 and give them.
You just say them, thank you very much. I'll be right back.
I'm not even saying it. I'm like, wow.
That's how it is.
Play.
That's how it is here.
Okay, the last one. Our Labour Party tsunami downed Banky W. The performance of the Labour Party in the just concluded presidential and national assembly election, in which Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress (APC) emerged winner, has shocked many Nigerians. Even shocked APC themselves.
It even shocked me.
The LP became popular in the country after a former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, joined the fold in May 2022. Obi, a former member of the PDP, was one of the 15 presidential aspirants cleared by the main opposition party to vie for its presidential ticket, but they camped from the party before the primary election. Before the election, Obi, who is loved by men, especially the young Nigerians, had been underrated by other political parties who claim it cannot win any state in Nigeria, in which it won Lagos State.
They play.
And Abuja, just they play. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So that's it. So now, what are they saying?
Yeah, you know, the Labour Party, I think right now, it is just like a, what do I call it, like a tornado. It's just like a storm that is taking everybody off guard. And the so-called political parties with structure, they actually underestimated this party. They underestimated everything. They were like, social media cannot pull anything. There is no polling unit on the social media. There are no ballot boxes on Twitter, on Facebook, and the likes. But I was just looking at them like, if NSAS can be organized through the media, then you should fear this person who is controlling the media who is using the media as a strength, and the youth as well. Because in Nigeria now, the amount of youth we have, it is much more than the amount of the old ones that we have there. So looking at it from that aspect, I think Banky W, though I love him as a normal artist.
Yeah, I love him.
I love him. I wouldn't have want the tsunami to sweep him away. But as well, he saw the tsunami coming, but he underestimated the tsunami.
Everyone underestimated the party. That's actually the fact.
Some people actually said that, when he has seen that Labour Party is making waves, that he should have jumped into the ship as well, so the tsunami would not take him away. But now I heard that this certain guy who won the election, who defeated Banky W, he was campaigning, but Banky W was not campaigning. He campaigned. He went to that constituency, Etiosa constituency, and he started doing cleaning. He did environmental sanitation in the constituency with his people as well. So they campaigned. He did it almost every time. Consistently, he was doing it. And Banky W was, relaxed, like, this person cannot win.
Cannot win.
But he won. So, and I also think people should not emotionalize that. We all like Banky W. We love him so much. He's a very good musician and music producer. But now we need to ask ourselves, what has he done in Etiosa constituency? What has he done? Do we have the picture evidences? Do we have the videos? What has he done? Or do we just, like, we wanted him to still retain his seat because he's handsome? No.
He's actually handsome.
He's falling for him.
So
we can't just say that we want him to retain that position because he's handsome or because he's a musician. No. I think Nigeria should just be like that, whereby you can't even guarantee your next election. You will know that if you don't work, people will sweep you out. There's a particular guy who was once an Okada rider in Kaduna. Is it Kaduna? Yeah, in Kaduna. He won as well. The guy was once a local government chairman, I think so. I think he was once a local government chairman, but when things went south for him, he started riding bike as a means of livelihood. But later he opted on the Labour Party. He took the Labour Party ticket and he won. So I think Nigeria should be like that, whereby the son of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody.
Exactly.
It should be like that. And when you
without
walk,
going through protocols and then going.
Yeah, and I think when you walk and the people knows and they have seen that you have walked, they will surely protect you.
Exactly.
They will say, no, let's leave this guy. Just like what we saw in Edo State, where the protesters who were actually destroying banks, when they got to FCMB or something, they said, no, leave this bank alone. While other banks were giving us 4K new notes, these people were giving us 40,000, 50,000 of the new note. So let's just leave them. They protected the bank. So it's just like candidate too as well. If you have worked, even if the tsunami is coming, some people will say, no, let's leave this man. His work is hard working. Maybe by the next election, we'll just try to woo him over to our party. So I believe that's just it. Maybe he underestimated the power of
we have some comments
Labour Party.
Here.
Okay.
Udeze Chima said, I am almost 40, but Nigeria has never affected my life positively in any form. Government pays my electricity since 1 year now because of the energy crisis in the world. It's not in Nigeria, so it's not the government in Nigeria that is paying electricity.
Is it what? Government did what?
Wonderby said, Vincent at Mogaji, you can't say people will lose their lives if Tinubu loses Lagos State. Pet Olu said, Flav, 20 years now in Germany, I did tell you, here is paradise on earth.
Hey, wait.
Mark John said, baby, you skipped my comment. Ah, you called me baby. Wow. Yes.
Babe, why would you skip his
No,
comments?
don't call me baby. I'm not the one that you're supposed to. It's the one that call me baby. Which comments? I think I read all comments. I'll come back to that. Pets always said, Flav, they will even give you money to buy a car if you get a job.
Please, officially now, I want to go to Germany. Please.
We want to go to Germany.
Help your
we
brother.
want to go to Germany.
Yeah.
Ha.
So you can say real life reporting from where that side say
Now they donate to be biro, they know for Nigeria.
I donate donkey.
And Keno during the flood. They will now put their sticker and their names.
From now, I'll start saving my money small.
Oh
At
my
least
God.
I have 1,500 now. How much will it mean?
I have 450. 450 naira.
Maybe that means we will have to pass through the Mediterranean Sea.
Yes.
We'll go in the night.
You can swim.
I can swim, oh.
And you back me.
Eh?
You back me. So once you back me, I will not use that thing that they used to put on their nose.
No, see, this is what we will do. We will pray to God. You see that fish that took Jonah?
Hey,
that fish will swallow us.
Once the short fish is not going to drop.
It will not take us direct to Germany.
He said, but that Greek canal. Oh my God. Okay, Flav said, at Pets Olua, we have to believe you. Mark Jones said, Yaya Bello did what he did to secure his ministerial seat as promised. Udeze said, when a woman gives birth here, she do not pay any kobo. Upon discharging her, the government pays approximately 2 million naira, equivalent to her as a push gift. The same kid enjoys free medical care. God,
why did they bomb me in Nigeria? See, that angel that sent me to Nigeria.
If I can't.
We have a score to settle. No problem. We will meet on the judgment day.
Rosemary said, I am still on my bed watching you guys. God bless you guys. I love seeing children working hard to be
for always
well
watching
done,
us.
children.
Thank
One
you.
love. Thank you, mommy. We really love you.
Thank you.
Okay, Wonderby said, all those cargoes are just buried our young generation future. Odeze said, Nigeria is not a country but a jungle where citizens survive on their own without any government help. What is the essence of government then? Pathetic. So pathetic.
God.
Vivian said, Nigerian youths are now wise. Do you know that Nigerian politicians don't have the youth in mind?
Yes.
Pet always said, I will never fly back to Nigeria. Never. I said, never. No more up NEPA. Oh my God. Mark John said, Atiku's problem is pride and wrong followers. That is why it took Peter Obi for granted. Otherwise, if he had chosen Peter Obi for the second time as his VP, all this issue would not occur.
But do you think Peter Obi would want to do a VP for the second time?
No.
Because even
I'm happy he actually did that presidential this on his you don't understand, it was
on his own. He was not looking for alliance from someone else.
Alliance or any support from anybody. He did everything with the love of Nigerians.
Yes, on his own. Yeah.
Okay. Ella White said it was once a councillor. Mohammed Sherif said, okay, first round chat, Bank knowledge should go back to what he knows best.
But to be ado, it's been a while now since we heard Banky W singing or something. I think one person that Nigerian youth are very, very mean with now is Desmond Elliot. They are really hell-bent on voting that guy out.
Wow. Prince Olu said, trust Inec. Trust Nigeria courts. Please give me a break before snakes swallow money. People came with violence this morning. What happened? Today is
They have brought RPG to a fist fight.
Okay, Mohammed said, Inec is credible and I trusted the outcome this election. Rosemary said, the company will not give money, they will give car.
Okay.
Tom Abidakun said, come to London, I get a job as soon as possible. Ella White said, apply for studies in a German university. Education is free at all levels and there is student jobs everywhere. Even the guy behind camera shouted her.
Even our producer, Manfred, he shouted He got weakened into his bone marrow.
God, what kind of
God, why?
The thing is,
and here there will be 8 months ASU strike.
You will even finish the school, say you not see job.
You will finish the school, you now go to Orioke and go and be paid to get job.
You will not get the job again, you'll be collecting peanuts.
No, they will ask you to have a down payment before you be able to get the job.
Even if you pay the down payment and get the job, the salary will still not coming. You know what?
It is where I think Nigeria is just a kind of place whereby it's just like a breeding environment. If anyone can actually survive in Nigeria, on its own, there is nowhere on the surface of this planet that you can survive. I think it's only in Sahara Desert. If you want to go and live there in Sahara Desert too. But that aside, you can keep on dropping your comments. Hit the like button. Thank you all for always joining us on this program. I can't thank you enough. I wish I can just hug everyone now. Thank you all.
I can hug you.
We are so very appreciative. We are grateful. Thank you all. You are the reason why we are always here. Thank you all for your likes, for your comments, and for everything. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Please, in case there is any bus that can take me to Germany, please, I'm available to go to Germany.
Which bus?
I don't know.
No, there's Germany bus now. You can go to Ujuelegba. We are Germany, oh, Munich. They are there now. You will see the conductors there. We want to say, carry you like this up till finish. Alright, so you can click on the like button. You can share the video as well and also subscribe. Tell somebody that Flip TV drops amazing comment. You can do well to join Christian Chiku on the next program, Bystanders. Till we come your way on Monday for another exciting edition of the program. Bye. And on Monday, we'll be bringing a kind of new edition, a new style whereby you would love it as well. And you'll be able to call in and make your contributions. All right, so we'll see you then. I remain Olajide Taufik Olamide. And
I remain Adeni Adiola. Thanks for watching Lagos this morning. See you guys on Monday.
See you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. Love you all.
100 naira. Let's